Okay, here we are again. Again, my name is Bud. I'm standing in for, or not actually standing in, but doing the program for Isabel, who works a standard 9 to 5 job, so she cannot be here. We ran rather long last week. Oh, let me start the timer. So there it is. Just got started. I've set it for 5 minutes, so I want to make sure that I'm quitting today right at about the 5 minute mark, because we did go over so long yesterday. It's kind of funny, if you read the little review in the video blog, you see where I was caught up in what I was doing, not really paying attention, a little bit nervous. Actually, surprisingly, I'm not as nervous as I thought I might be, but nervous enough so that when the timer went off, I wasn't really aware of it. I haven't really been using this timer. It's a stopwatch in this way, so when it did go off, I wasn't really aware. But today's video is about the core commitment course at the main Empower Network page, website. And I just finished that. Actually, I went through it twice from the top to the bottom, and I don't want to tell you what all is in there because I want you to go there and see for yourself and have that experience. But I do want to tell you that I'm rather impressed. I think that if you will do that yourself, go there and go through those videos and apply yourself to do everything that's being asked of you, I have no doubt, and it's just me talking obviously, but I have no doubt that you will definitely benefit from having done that. And I would recommend, as was recommended to me, that you go through it at least 2 times. 3 might be better. I'm actually on Team BIM, BIM, Big Idea Mastermind, but I think no matter the course or the team you're on, you're going to want to go through that core commitment video series anyway. I want to tell you a little story, and that is that of a way, and I mentioned this in one of the other videos, that I have to simply follow directions. Late in life, I developed the interest in billiards, and while it has been some time since I've played at all, when I did have that interest, I pursued it with all the gusto that I could muster. That's just a way that that I have. It's a way that I am. But what I did was seek out as many of the better players that I could find. I went to some of the tournaments and that sort of thing. Actually, a good many of them around the area, weekly tournaments, and then some larger tournaments, just to rub elbows and develop relationships and get to know folks, and play against some of these guys that are better than me and pick their brains. What I found out, however, was that while it was true that a number of these folks had attained a certain level of proficiency in the game, various styles, but styles of the game. There's 8-ball and snooker and a host of others. But what became glaringly apparent almost immediately was that while these folks were good, they didn't necessarily, they didn't have a command of every aspect of the game, and just because they could do something, pull off a shot effectively, didn't mean that they knew how to communicate that effectively. So you can have someone who has a lot of skill, but they don't have the ability to teach that, if they're even aware of what it is that they're actually doing. So not really liking the results that I got from that experience. We've got about 12 seconds left. The next thing I did, and this is important because it speaks to what it is that we have in Empower Network, and in my case, Big Idea Mastermind. But what I settled down upon was to, rather than go to all these individuals not really knowing their level of expertise or their ability to communicate effectively, I went down to the main San Diego library, downtown library, where I was living at the time, San Diego County, and I looked at all the books that I could find on pool, billiards, that sort of thing. And then went out to all the used bookstores, of which there's a good many in all of San Diego County, and found all the books that I could find, books from the masters from recently as well as older ones. And for example, I found one by a gentleman who, when he won the championship in his particular style of billiards, he went unchallenged. Absolutely, totally unchallenged for the 15 years from the time he won that title till the time he retired from the game. Nobody would compete against him because it was just believed that you just couldn't win against this guy. So it's kind of a similar thing, and I'll end with this. It's kind of a similar thing with what we have here with Empower Network and Big Idea Mastermind, that we've got a company with some masters of the craft at the helm, as well as throughout the ranks, and they've already figured a lot of this out, and they're willing, and we should, I think, consider ourselves fortunate that they're willing to share this information with us. We have to do some work. It's just not something that you're going to learn and money's going to come falling in your lap or anything. It's going to be easier though than if you're out there just going it alone. So I would encourage you, go through those 8 videos of the core commitment, and let's end it there. We'll do this again tomorrow. Thank you. Looking forward to getting to know you and seeing you at the top, as they say.